Hey everyone, and welcome to the Criterion Connection. I'm Wade,
And I'm Joe.
and we are here to today talk about our kind of jury duty. We're talking about 12 Angry Men. Basically, it's about 12 uh, not happy dudes that are like, oh, we gotta talk about this murder case, and it's basically 11-1, guilty to not guilty, and then basically that's where the movie starts, and is the defendant going to be found guilty or not guilty? It's just basically 12 men arguing and yelling and sweating.
Yeah.
They sweat a lot. There's a little prejudice in there. There's a little just accents, like New York accent kind of things. Like, I'm gonna go to the game. I gotta go to the game. Um, there's all these guys are different. Not all of them are different, but most of them are different in their own way, personality wise. Especially since you don't know their name.
Right.
Yeah. And luckily they decide they're going to sit in order of their juror number, and I'm like, thank God. I love how juror number one is the one making the rules. Like, we're all going to sit like this, and like, of course number one's going to do it. Why does number one have to make the decisions? Why can't number five make the decisions?
Well, to get into a little more about the movie,
Yes.
It's directed by Sidney Lumet.
Yes.
It's based on a play that I believe he also directed, and it really shows in this movie since you got one set, you got 12 people, and it's just them hashing it out for the entire time of the movie.
Yes.
You're only in that one room, and you have just these people, and the movie remains remarkably entertaining.
Yes.
For as static and as oppressive as they make this room, it's like claustrophobic. It feels hot,
and how uninteresting the shots are too. It's very, it's purposely. It's not like, oh, the guy has a terrible eye for camera, but it really works. Like, even the close-ups kind of look noirish a little bit with the lighting. It looks kind of like it keeps you enthralled for all 90 minutes of the movie. It was 90 minutes.
It's a very tense movie.
Yes, with a lot of arguments. Even like little details that they didn't catch, like the glasses. I love the scene where he's like, "I'm gonna kill you." See, I told you. And you're like, "Oh, you're clever, juror number 8. Aren't you are you a lawyer or something?"
And that's the thing. It's a single juror trying to stand up for what he believes in. That he does not give in to, whatever pressures, whether it's societal pressures or like, hey, I want to get to the game. He takes being a juror very seriously because there is a man's life, even though he may be, a minority. Like, his life means as much as, what if I were on this,
Yeah.
Also in the defendant's chair. He's like, I would want people to seriously take this into consideration.
I also like how we don't see the defendant at all.
Right.
And I like how it's so that we, as the audience, are like the jury. We're not prejudiced. We're not biased while we watch this movie. I think that's a very interesting choice.
And as it unravels, you're sussing out the facts. And I like how it's not always, really clear on who's guilty, who isn't, like what evidence is reliable, what evidence isn't.
It's not about like if he's guilty or not guilty. It's more of like, do you have doubt?
Yeah.
Because there's no proof that he did it or not, but there's also proof that the evidence is not as reasonable doubt. There you
go. And this is like a movie that demonstrates exactly what, like, the idealized version of what a jury duty, like, session is supposed to entail.
It's not the Carrot Top. Is it Carrot Top? No. That's Pauly Shore. I'm sorry. I'm thinking chairman of the board. That's what I'm thinking. I'm just seeing the cover. I'm sorry. I say Pauly Shore's jury duty. This is how they, it's kind of like a changing time too. Mm-hmm. It's like around the late 50s.
Yeah, it's mid-late 50s.
So it's like you're getting near segregation. You're getting near.
It's the civil rights movement's going to be coming. there's a lot kind of underneath the surface of this movie.
Yeah.
And it really works well. And just having, it's a whole like host of stars sitting around the table of the time.
This is also before the women's rights movement too, because there was a scene like it's like juror 3, the one that's always the antagonist, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh well, so the woman doesn't want to wear glasses because she thinks she's like much more attractive that way. I'm like, oh boy. I mean, there's a point there, but it's just like, oh boy.
Yeah, and everybody, like the actors are just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Particularly your protagonists, I believe juror number 8.
8.
And your antagonist.
This is 3.
You said number 3?
Yes.
Yeah.
I had to pause and count them all.
Yeah, and just how intense they are.
Yeah.
And how staunch they are in, we need to do the right thing. And each having their own way of kind of proving that their way is right.
Yeah. And there's like calm alliances, like juror number 9 was very on the juror number 8, the old guy, to the point where they introduce each other after the case.
And it's like it's also like you're dealing with anonymity, so it's like everybody's sitting here like, how would you know that? And he's like, it's just common sense if you're thinking about it.
And then you have that asshole, that number 12, the guy that was in the suit. Yeah. He's like, I'm changing my vote. Like, oh, come on. Now it's 8-4. Come on, man.
But yeah, it is a tremendous.
There's a great shot where that guy, I don't know what number he is. I think he's number 10. He stands up, and he's like, oh, come on. He starts going to like this almost like racist tirade, and everyone stands up and turns their back to him. I'm like, that's a really good shot. Like how everyone gradually, even number 3 gets up and is like, screw this.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, and at the end where they reveal why juror number 3 is so adamant to be and he's guilty, and it's a really strong moment, I think. There's a reason why this movie is treated like it's one of the best movies ever made. It may be one of the best movies I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
It's short. The pacing's great. It keeps you enthralled. For one room, 12 people. It's an ensemble cast too, so you have to, and just to keep you enticed, keep you interested. Like you're genuinely like, I want to know. Like, well, I want to see.
You're super invested in what happened.
Because I watch enough depressing movies to know, like, oh, if this was like a Fassbender movie or whatever, it's gonna like they're all gonna be like, nah, he's guilty, and then the juror number 8's like, I know that'll be the ending, but like the end, we don't know if the guy was truly guilty or not. Mm-hmm. We were like the 13th juror there, pretty much.
Yep, just a fly on the wall.
Yes. So Joe, buy, rent, or skip?
I own it. I think everybody should watch it at least once, so I'll say it's a buy. I think this is like, I feel like anybody who watches any sort of movies, even the most casual viewer, needs to see this movie. It's so good.
I will also agree that this is a buy. This is a must buy. I gotta buy. I don't own it. I think it's... This one I was like, I've heard of it, I don't know how I'm going to feel about it, whatever. And then I watched it and I was like, I understand. I'm going to buy it. Probably when the Barnes & Noble, because I'm not going to get the regular version. I'm going to get the Criterion version, of course.
Yeah.
I'll probably wait till like the Barnes & Noble sale happens, probably next month, because that usually happens February.
It was one of the first Criterion versions I bought.
Yeah, like it's great. I would love if there's a director's commentary or any kind of is there a director's commentary?
I don't remember, man.
Like special features, I would love to watch. Well, you can probably watch it on the app too. But yeah, like, and it's also a movie that's kind of timeless because a lot of things can resonate to now.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's
so there's a lot of these
years later
societal issues that are weirdly still around.
Yeah,
and it's just. The only thing that you have to do is get somebody over the hump of it's a black and white movie and, maybe some of the language and people don't gravitate to, but it's still a very modern feeling movie.
Yeah.
You know, they even, you know, they tried to remake it in the 90s. I mean, it's still good, but it's nowhere near as good as this.
I don't think that juror number 7 made it to the game.
I think he
Also,
missed
it was
it.
raining. When the game we rained out.
Well, yeah, I think that comes up towards the end where he's like, it's rained out anyway.
Yeah. Well, at least you didn't go to the game and get drenched, dude.
Yeah.
He's probably not even alive right now. At this point, in fictional world in 2020, he's not alive.
But yeah, it's
that's the precedent. Everyone in that room by 2020 is dead.
It is one of the great movies of all time.
Yes. These 12 Angry Men made 2 happy men after watching it. That sounded terrible. I apologize. I don't know where I was going with that one. So I'm just going to close the show right here, right now.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, because it's just falling apart right now. You can follow us on all the social media. You can subscribe. Share this video. 2021 will make Condish bigger. More Criterion stuff. All kinds of things. Yeah. Make suggestions, as always. We are doing fan suggestions. We're going to do it once every month. Like we do it like if this is the first time you're watching, we do a Wade pick, a Joe pick, a Spotlight pick, which is like a movie that's coming out this month, which is next week, and there will be a fan pick. Yeah. Not in that order because some like Spotlight releases might come out before in the month, But next week is a Spotlight episode, and I'm not gonna say the title. But I will say who the director is, and it comes out this month. It's Godard. So, I think you can sum it up from there. That's what we're doing next week. So until next time, I'm Wade.
And I'm Joe.
And we will see you later.